Trail talk, no field talk, man. It's going down.
Speaking of which, a lot of people sometimes, I know you probably heard West, he don't be rapping it. He a Houston rapper now. He ain't
Okay.
Yeah, you be hearing that shit. So, like, that song right there is like some, that song right there. That song right there, it's like some, that's just like some, for all you motherfuckers that be saying that shit, you know what I'm saying? This for y'all right here.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really listen to shit they be saying.
But you done heard that shit though. I know you heard that
as far as that I'm a Houston rapper?
Yeah. You done heard that shit.
I mean, I guess for me it's just if they got something to say about, like if they fighting, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's good. I'm glad they ain't got to the point where they don't give a damn. What I do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, I'm just thankful for the talk, period. You know, to be honest with you. But I don't worry about no kind of whatever somebody say. That's negative.
So, but do you really have like, honestly, do you have interest in like the regional growth, like the growth of the region?
Do I have interest in it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that, you know, I could say that I would like to see rappers from this region take this shit more seriously because of what it can lead to when you're taking it seriously. But I don't believe that, I gotta make sure I say this. This is some real shit. I had to remember to say this. Yeah. I damn near made the note of this to say this. Smoothie is Smoothie Poppy is a real rapper to me. This is why right here. So I was, when I first was in the first third of, you know, conceptualizing this album and kind of getting it together, I had reached out to him for a verse, and he did a fire verse on this song that we got that's gonna come out eventually. Fire. Well, it didn't make the album. It didn't fit the scheme of it later on. So you got to think, if we do this in this process, way later on, when I'm laying the rest of this, you have a responsibility as an artist to the, you know, to your album and how, you know, it need to feel how it need to feel, and it ain't really a lot of
structure of the album.
It's not really a lot of explaining you can do for this shit. So really, what we did, which is a great song, or what he did, because I ain't even finished my part yet. It just didn't fit. But anyway, I didn't get a chance to talk to him about it, which is, I really was going to reach out to him and say, man, I couldn't, blah, 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 it didn't fit, blah, blah, blah. I was going to do all the explaining and shit, which I hate explaining. And long story short, I just didn't get a chance to. He's still sharing my album. He's still, you know what I'm saying, being a real nigga about this shit, because it's not nothing personal. You didn't do nothing to me. It ain't nothing. It's just that what we did for this song that I did, it just didn't fit. And what I'm trying to show you by that is that's the mentality of a real rap.
That you gotta have,
yeah, it's not nothing, none of this shit. He didn't take it because we ain't in, it ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? And I asked him to do something, and he did it. And guess what? If he asked me, or when he asked me or whatever, I'm gonna do the same thing if it make it him, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely fuck with him to that level like that. So basically what I'm trying to say is, it's a lot of people down here with in our region with entitlement issues, and when you start feeling like that somebody else need to be rapping with you or anything like that in order for you to like, and if you find yourself getting mad at another rapper for not fucking with you, any of this kind of shit, you are not in this shit. You're not in it. Like, you're not in this game when you think like that, because this not built on that. You have to have the mentality of whatever it is that you're doing, that's what these people need to hear. And this game is so upside down, it's inside out, and it's backwards. I mean, so all of the shit, the normal shit that you think that's regular, it's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
You thinking that if you got whoever the rapper is on your shit, it'll help you out, it'll go farther. When in reality, we don't know who the fuck you is. We don't even know if this feature that you getting is supposed to gel with who you are as an artist. You have not, man, I'm gonna tell you something. For all of the albums that in this 5 years that I've been out, the music and everything is a brick in the, you know, from First Day Out to Shine to different earlier songs that I sung on and all this type of shit, to all of the, to get to right here to Crownz 12, where on Crownz 12, everything is elevated in its sound. But it took all of these steps to get to where I could take this step, which is my first step on this level. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like nobody don't want to take the steps, or they believe that they working, and you're not really working to the standard of what working is in this rap shit. But you listen to your friends telling you you thug, your friends telling you a pretty good rapper and all this shit. And then they when these blogs put these lists, a few of your friends say, blah, 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 hey man, y'all forgot about Joe Boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you forgot about Joe Boy. And then Joe Boy gonna get up on there and say, man, yeah, but you know, it's a popularity contest, and it's
Every time.
it is a popularity contest, dummy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's that. That's exactly what it is.
You're trying to get popular as a rapper.
Man, listen, man, and your work is gonna speak for itself. So when you really putting your effort into that shit over time, and the majority of this rap shit, he say this all the time, the majority of this shit is pain. The majority of it is pain. It's the pain of not having what you feel like you need, not getting the respect of your peers to the level that you wanted, being left out of shit, being left off and all other shit. Your homeboys was supporting you at first, but now they not supporting you like you feel like they should. Your city and all of that. It's always pain in this shit that you feeling, that you gotta internalize and turn into music. Once I start hearing you say something about, man, you know, they people ain't showing support. Like, well, if you do any outward crying to this shit, I automatically say, your ass ain't ready.
Or you ain't losing.
It's obvious you losing.
Yeah.
Because that's why you saying about support. You don't hear nobody that's really, because that it flies in the face of what it is that this shit is for. Like, you gotta put, I'm gonna tell you another thing as far as in my region where we from, we have a big problem with people thinking that they more than what you're not really shit, ma'am, sir. You know what I'm saying? You're not really shit. You know what I'm saying? You might think that you're something, but in reality, you're not shit. And guess what? You know you ain't shit too. Because if you was ever around, when you get around people that's farther along, you get that timid feeling.
You get smile.
Yeah, that timid feeling that you feel.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing but the recognition. I mean, I'm not even supposed to be here. You know that. You will get big butterflies being around certain people because you don't feel work, because you haven't done your work. And it's kind of hard. Like, one of the greatest things I feel like I learned from, you know, being in Houston, or being, you know, just how to work. How to work, as far as I knew how to do a lot of work and put my all in the stuff, which gets you noticed. And then as you get and then, you know, my fans have been the best thing to, you know, buying my merch and all this shit, keeping me motivated in my DMs and all this shit, and me just being consistent, and them just praising me or pushing me for my being consistent.
Yeah.
So, you know, all of this shit been a great thing, but those were levels. Everything about this shit was levels. You know what I'm saying? From my neighborhood, from my city, you know, all of this shit, from everybody I was locked up with. I think all the way back to when I first started rap, people that come to the rec yard to hear, nigga, to who I learned from. That being an artist, I would tell anybody that want to know what this shit really is like, for real, and they ain't finna just be crying like a little bitch or whatever. You need to read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And as you read the book, and as you gonna see, the artistic journey, or being an artist, definitely being a rapper, it's about going through shit and the lessons that you learn along the way. People is trying to skip parts. It's not for everybody. It's not. I know it seems like it is, but it's not. There's not a lot of success in this because of what you have to go through in order to get. You gotta be getting hurt and not saying nothing, man.
Speaking of which, like you said, like how it motivates you and stuff like that. My daughter had a question for you.
Okay.
And she said, what motivates you, like after being in prison, doing everything you do, what make you keep going, being consistent like that? I want to do it.
This is my love. I love this. Like this I love it. I'm willing to, in order to get my point across and to do this shit at the highest level that God allowed me to do it. Man, I love this shit. I sit all day with beats and and rhymes and, you know what I'm saying, fucking with this shit. I love it to death. I love the when you getting ready to put something out, and it's finna come, that whole feeling. I love that feeling of like,
can't wait to hear what they gonna say.
they got, or when you writing the songs and that feeling, man, he got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The attitude that comes with doing this shit, I love it. I love, like, oh yeah, this next one they gonna, you know, like this shit is for crazy people, you know, and people they got it like it's for kicking it and for friendliness and for kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? Your only friend in this shit, or the only person you gonna really be able to, you know, when you in this shit for real, I ain't talking about just, you gonna realize this shit like some samurai shit, and people fuck with you when they start, like, when they just see so much of you, they start respecting what you're doing, and so they start either following you, getting on your page, like on some, you know what, all right, you know what I'm saying? And from there, from just the part of a person following you to like you actually being able to get a verse or some shit, or them, or not even get something from them asking you something, that's a step. That's a long ways too. That ain't just they followed you and now we ready to work, which is what happens to people now. A lot of people down here. Finally, you've been doing enough work to where somebody that's maybe a celebrity or somebody that's
you think celebrity or something
or whatever. Now they done followed you. You jump right in that DM and say, "Thank you, OG. I'm ready to, you know, I got some." Or you come with that, or you come.
Nah, they gonna screenshot it. They gonna screenshot the follow. Like,
oh, that's exactly what I was trying to think of.
And, like,
and guess what? Now he ain't finna say, or she ain't finna say nothing else, because you gotta be cool. This shit is for cool kids, man. This shit is not for no fucking lames, man. It's for cool kids, man. So, you know.
Hey, any nigga getting money, I encourage you. If I ain't feeling your shit, I ain't sharing it. If you feel the shoe fit, nigga, wear it. And you boys been hanging, but ain't worried. Bring straight to you like DoorDash. And I'm still in the hood like a doorman. They say it's gonna drip, check your forecast. I been how I lay with a torch.